Hi friends, Suzanne here. Welcome to another Fabricate Friday video on my YouTube channel and blog. For today's project, I am making this little lidded box. I love lidded boxes. I think they're so cute. This one is a little busy, so I mean, it's just my prototype. So I created one that is not so busy. So if you'd like to learn how to make this lidded box, stay tuned. All right, we have a piece of Poppy Parade that is 8.5 by 8.5. And we are going to score at 3 1/4 on all 4 sides. Whoa. All right, so now I have a little 6 by 6 piece of Poppy Parade, and this is a box making shim. If you want to learn how to use the box making shim, please go to Connie Stewart's Simply Simple Stamping website, or you can look under her YouTube channel and search box maker shim. And so we use this box maker shim when we put a lid for the lid, so that is just a little bit looser than the actual box, so that it goes on very nicely, and especially helps with these lidded boxes that I use. So I'm going to score at 2 inches on all 4 sides with my shim. And basically, I'm hoping that my paper doesn't go underneath the shim, but it just pops it out just enough that gives us a little bit of wiggle room. So you're not going to get a lot of that buckling that can happen when you're making boxes, especially lidded boxes that fit one into the other. One thing I really like working with Poppy Parade and Blackberry Bliss is another one. Some of these cardstocks are very thick because there's so much pigment in them. All right, so that's one, and then I'll just go with the second box here. So I call the way I'm going to cut it the windmill technique, and I will show you. So I'm going to trim and wedge, quite big actually, and then I'm going to cut this piece off because it's got to fit on like that, right? So it's got to be a little shorter. All right, and then I turn. Yes, I turn, and I'm going to do the same with this one. So cutting up that score line, wedging out, and cutting off. And then we're going to turn it. All right. All right, and the last part of the windmill. And turn that in half. There we go. So it kind of looks like a windmill, doesn't it? We're going to do the same with this one. The reason why I like this technique is because it equalizes the thickness on all of the 4 sides. So not 2 sides are thicker than the other. I've had lots of people ask about these scissors, and Stampin' Up used to sell them. They don't sell them anymore, sadly. They are a heavyweight scissor. I have found something similar to these, but I have found them at the Epicure store. So, and you can use your Epicure scissors in your kitchen as well as your paper crafting. All right, so I'm going to put this together here. So I'm going to put my adhesive close to the scored line. All right, so the trick is here, we're taking our free edge up to the score line on all 4 sides. Oh, that one did a little dance. That's what happens when you get on video. People act a little silly. Same with my boxes. All right. There it is. I always like to go over and trim off any excess. Just makes for a more perfect box. Okie dokie. So here we go. These pieces of Designer Series paper is 1 7/8 by 3 1/8, and this comes from the paper called Hey Sports Fan. Now I don't do a lot of masculine boxes because I don't have a lot of men in my life. My best friend is a guy, and I have a nephew. My father passed, and he was never into baseball anyway. Okay, and here I have the lid, 2 by 1 3/4. And again, this is just the, whoops, I wasn't ready. Stop moving. They really do want to dance on me today. Okay. It's just the back side of the umpire, whatever, blue side. Anyway, there's blue and red sides. Poppy Parade. All right. And moment of truth. Will it fit? Come on. Come on. Something's catching. There it is. Voila. And then I have some Very Vanilla. I also have the front side to that. I'm going to add a little blue in here because there might be just a little too much red for me. I think one of the nice things was that this paper has some tags and stuff that you can cut out. So that's what what I've done. I don't want to waste your time doing all the fussy cutting in real time. So I did it off screen. And anyway, there's a whole bunch of super cute little sayings like tickets and all of that. So the top here, I have a Very Vanilla piece that is 2 by 2. Hang on, let me just measure that for you. Yeah, 2 by 2, and then the paper was 1 7/8 by 1 7/8. So I thought I would use this little ticket here, and it's too flimsy on either side. I know it will be. More dimensional adhesive. And then, cute. So there you go. It's a nice little lidded box. I don't know why I was having problems with it. Like I said, this one was a little too busy. I should have chosen a less busy bottom, but I like the way this one actually looks. What kind of designer series paper could you put on this? You can see all the supplies I used today listed below in the video See More section or in the supplies section of my blog. Those fast links will take you to my Canadian online store. And I would love the chance to meet you and earn your business. So thank you so much for watching, and bye for now.